Hi everyone, this is Karthika, Faculty of Physics, working in SNS College of Technology. So in this session, I am going to explain about the Gilligan's theory, which comes under the engineering ethics for universal human values. So it comes under the moral autonomy. So here we have the three theories, that is Holberg's theory, Gilligan's theory, and then consensus and controversies. In Holberg's theory, we have seen the three stages, that is pre-conventional stage, conventional stage, and then the post-conventional stage. So let's see about the Gilligan's theory, that is Carol Gilligan, the theory of moral development. So here also we can see the three stages, that is called pre-conventional, conventional level, post-conventional level. So in pre-conventional, this is like a same as Holberg's first level, in that the person is preoccupied with self-centered reasoning and caring for the needs and desires of selves. So in conventional, the thinking is opposite, in that one is preoccupied with not hurting others and the willingness to sacrifice one's own interest in order to help or nurture others. In post-conventional level, the achieved through the content-oriented reasoning rather than by applying the abstract rules ranked in the hierarchy of importance. So here the individual becomes able to strike reason and distance between caring and about people and pursuing the own self-interest with exercising one's right. So Gilligan's model, so feels Goldberg's model is based on the ethic of individual rights and justice, so which is more common perspective for males. Gilligan models for women's moral development is based on the ethics of care and responsibility. So however, where subjects are carefully matched, there do not seem to be a systematic differences in moral reasoning. So next we can see about the consensus and controversies. Consensus is nothing but agreement, controversy is nothing but a disagreement. So consensus is nothing but all individuals will not arrive at the same verdict during their exercising their moral autonomy. So Aristotle noted long ago that morality is not as precise and clear cut as the arithmetic. So the aim of teaching engineering ethics is not to get an unanimous conformity of outlook by the interpretation, authorization and democratization. So consensus is nothing but conductor of a music orchestra has authority over the musician, and his authority is respected by them by the consensus. Otherwise the music performance will suffer. So hence the authority and autonomy are compatible. On the other hand, tension arises between the need for autonomy and the need for concern about the authority. So these difference between two should be discussed openly to resolve the issue to common good. So membership in criteria. So complete bachelor degrees, that is performing work commonly recognized as what engineers do. So being officially and licensed as a PE, so acting in morally responsive ways while practicing engineering. So differing views on professionals. So the only consulting engineers who are basically independent and have freedom from coercion can be called as a professional. That is Robert L. Whitelaw. So professional have to meet the expectation of clients and employers. Professional restraints or to be imposed by only laws and government regulations and not by the personal consciences. Samuel Samran. And then what are the characteristics of profession? That is nothing but meet the criteria, knowledge, organization and public good. And who is professional? That is knowledge, organization, public good. Skills can be magnified and IEEE ASM and public goods to protect public health, safety and welfare. So professionalism is nothing but qualities, competitions and then skilled professionals. So motives for professionalism: the desire for interesting and challenging work and the pleasure in acting of challenging work and joy of creative effort. So there is nothing but engineer interest is derived from creativity, solving the practical problems, and then engineers shares the scientist's job in understanding the laws and riddles of universe. And then we have the models of professional engineers, that we have a guardian, patriotic, servant, social servant and all. So engineers know the direction in which and the pace at which technology should develop, and the engineers as the loyal organization person uses special skills to solve the problems. Thank you.